Happy 2024. I'm here on the beach, walking with the family over here. I'm really excited and looking forward to 2024 being a really great year. I mean, how more perfect can you get than watching the waves come in and out right here? It's just so beautiful. What were some of the biggest things that I learned in 2023? So 2023 started off pretty crazy. Did so much work. Did the Christians in Web3 Summit. That was the first conference that I ever created. So I really learned, to place a lot of risks on myself and just go ahead and do things. And doing things good was better than perfect. So even though that first conference that I did could have been a lot better, just going through the motions of actually getting it done and getting 250 people there, a lot of those relationships I still hold to this day. So I think one of the biggest lessons from that is don't be afraid to just ship things and don't worry too much about the quality of it as much as you can get things out. One of the awesome quotes from someone else that was a pretty famous entrepreneur was saying, you should be embarrassed by the first version of whatever it is that you release, because you should be focused on getting things out there. If you wait on getting things perfect and before you ship it, by the time you get things ready to go, it's going to be like old and outdated. So just ship things. That's probably one of the biggest things that I learned from 2023. And then the other thing is bet on yourself, not on other people or on other companies. A lot of other companies are, just trying to do what's best for them, and you need to be focused on what is best for you and your family. So that was one of the things that I learned, is don't be afraid to bet on yourself. One of the other big things I learned for 2023 is maintain focus, and that was one of the biggest things was don't try to spread yourself too thin. Is for a lot of entrepreneurs or especially business owners, you can get paralyzed by doing too many things or trying to do too many things. Just focus on 1 to 3 things. What are those 1 to 3 things that you do really well, and do that better than anyone else? And then once you kind of figure that out and dial it in, then you can kind of expand upon it from there. One of the other things is to track everything. Track absolutely everything that you're doing. So KYN, know your numbers. The same is true for absolutely everything in your business or in your work that you're doing. I like to use a tool called Toggle to be able to track where I'm spending all of my time. And I also like to use even just an egg timer right on my desk. I'll set the time to do kind of the Pomodoro technique to be able to do 25, 30 minute, 45 minute sessions of deep work, and then I'll take a 10 to 15 minute break. I found mentally that really helps me kind of just break down the work, focus, and get what needs to be done. Another big thing that I learned for 2023 was test absolutely everything. So when I'm thinking about a new offer or trying to make improvements, I think about what are the ABC tests that I can do to try to figure out what people respond to, what gets conversions, and I optimize it from there. Or if it's something with my team, sometimes I'll test out new things and I'll kind of dial it in from there. One of the most important things I found over 2023 was to have a really dialed in morning ritual, your daily habits that you do, because if you can get into a rhythm and a habit in the morning to to kind of set yourself on a good flow state for the rest of the day, it just helps with everything else, all the work that you're trying to do. So I usually will wake up, I'll do a little bit of like meditation, prayer. I like to read my Bible, and then I'll jump into doing a workout. So I usually do Insanity or P90X, jump rope, and then I'll take a shower, and then I jump in. I do most of my deep work in the morning and try to do a lot of my meetings in the afternoon. And then usually in the evenings, I kind of do like a recap or work on project work that needs to be done for any things that I didn't get done through the day. So that's a huge thing I learned that's super important. If I miss that morning ritual, I notice that the rest of my day, is pretty off. And one of the final things I learned was to always stay motivated. I love to watch Motiversity or like Zig Ziglar videos every day on YouTube or on podcasts. I try to do the motivation, try to learn something. I like to listen to podcasts while I run or work out. And that's one of the things. I try to stay motivated, and I constantly try to learn something new every single day and read a little bit and journal.